Amid a tense election season and global security threats, one question remains on everyone's minds. Who is truly fit to lead U.S. national security? Hi there, this is Simply Economics. If you are new to this channel, make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell too. Welcome to this special video, where we will delve into the crucial topic of national security leadership. With decades of political experience between them, both Joe Biden and Donald Trump have their unique approaches to protecting our country. But which one has what it takes to handle the pressing issues we face today? In any country, national security is of utmost importance. It refers to the protection of a nation's citizens, economy, and sovereignty from internal and external threats. As the 2024 presidential election in the United States approaches, there is a lot of debate about who would be a better leader for national security: Joe Biden or Donald Trump, revitalizing domestic affairs. The Trump administration's America First approach initially suggested a focus on national security and domestic revitalization. However, the subsequent National Security Strategy, or NSS, revealed a more nuanced strategy that emphasized global engagement and cooperation. The Biden administration's NSS similarly highlights the importance of partnerships, cooperation, and competition to protect American security, expand economic prosperity, and uphold democratic values. While Trump's NSS focused more on domestic security, Biden's strategy places greater emphasis on competition with adversaries and autocracies to shape the international order. On homeland security, a non-secure border poses a national security threat. The Biden administration saw 4 million illegal aliens apprehended at the southern border, with 1.5 million allowed into the country. Additionally, 1 million illegal aliens entered undetected, including potential bad actors. Open border policies led to a surge in terrorist-related activity, with over 90 known or suspected terrorists apprehended in the past 2 years, compared to 14 during the Trump administration. The southern border remains the easiest path for entering the U.S. The failed border policies have led to an opioid epidemic, with fentanyl as the leading cause of death for young Americans. The Biden administration's national security strategy overlooks the border crisis and prioritizes swift migrant processing. Additionally, unvetted Afghans entering the country have introduced new security risks. Regarding China and Russia, Trump and Biden have different approaches to dealing with China and Russia. Trump sees them as similar threats to the U.S., while Biden distinguishes between the two. Trump focuses on their attempts to undermine American security and prosperity, while Biden prioritizes maintaining a competitive edge against China and constraining Russia. The strategies reflect differences in values and priorities, as well as the timing of their formulation. On the topic of immigration, in Trump's national security strategy, the focus on immigration was much greater compared to Biden's NSS. The Trump administration emphasized border control and immigration policy as top priorities, expressing concerns about security threats posed by terrorists, drug traffickers, and criminal cartels. On one hand, the Biden administration takes a softer approach, viewing immigration as a source of strength and renewal. They aim to build fair, orderly, and humane immigration and refugee systems, emphasizing the importance of responsibility sharing and assistance for affected communities. The Biden administration recognizes the value of immigration and highlights the need to combat racism and hate. On trade matters, both the Trump and Biden security strategies prioritize a free, fair, and rules-based international trade system. Trump's focus was on countering unfair trade practices, while Biden specifically targeted China as a major violator. The Biden strategy builds upon Trump's priorities, aiming to adopt new trade agreements, counter unfair practices, and collaborate with partners. However, the Biden administration also seeks to establish new economic arrangements, such as the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity, the US-EU Trade and Technology Council, and the Prosper Africa Build Together campaign, to deepen economic engagement and promote shared interests. Addressing terrorism, Trump emphasizes the threat of jihadist terrorism, while FBI Director Christopher Wray highlighted the rise of domestic terrorism, specifically racially motivated violent extremism. Right-wing terrorism has surpassed other sources of terrorism since 2015. Biden's NSS aligns with Trump's commitment to countering terrorism abroad, but also focuses on countering increased threats from a range of domestic violent extremists in the U.S. The strategy includes implementing the first-ever national strategy for countering domestic terrorism, collaborating with local partners, and addressing challenges like disinformation and gun reform. Regarding the Middle East, both President Trump and President Biden have different approaches to the Middle East, but both convey a sense that the region still faces challenges. Trump's strategy focuses on political, economic, and military aspects, aiming to strengthen partnerships, address terrorism, and neutralize Iran's activities. In contrast, Biden's strategy is more practical, considering the opportunity costs and prioritizing global concerns like China and Russia. Both presidents emphasize building partnerships, countering terrorism, addressing Iran's nuclear capabilities, and supporting security connections. However, while Trump's strategy relies more on military involvement, Biden's strategy highlights diplomacy as the primary tool and shifts the responsibility of defense to individual Middle Eastern countries. Trump and Biden's national security strategies differ in priorities, but share the recognition of the importance of a comprehensive approach. Both emphasize partnerships, cooperation, and competition in shaping the international order and advancing American interests. As leaders with contrasting values and approaches, their strategies reflect fundamental differences in addressing national security threats. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. We truly appreciate your support. See you in the next one.